the storylines just started rolling the second I got back, I feel like. And the first one of those being Fernando Tatis. And that's where I want to start because that was probably the biggest piece of news that has come out in a while, and that is that Fernando Tatis Jr. has been suspended for 80 games. 80 games. So this is coming right on the heels. He is almost back. He was rehabbing in the minor leagues. He had been rehabbing for a long time. He was getting closer and closer and closer. And then right as he's on the edge of getting back, he tests positive for a performance-enhancing drug, and he is out for now 80 games, which means he's out for the rest of this season, he's out for the playoffs, and he will be out for a little bit to start next year as well. I don't have a ton to add here other than it's just disappointing. I'm disappointed, and we heard from a lot of his teammates as well. Many of the Padres players came out and said how disappointed they were, and myself as a fan of baseball and every fan of baseball should just be disappointed. It just seems like it's one thing after another with Fernando Tatis. Even teammate Mike Clevenger said it's the second time we've been disappointed with him, and you hope he grows up and learns from this and learns that it's about more than just him right now. And it is. You look at this window for the Padres. How long is this window going to be? I don't know. Realistically, how long is this going to be? It's not long, but you have this window of all these guys you acquired. Juan Soto you have under control for a few years. Josh Bell, you don't have him under control. Brandon Drury, you don't have him under control. Then you start looking at the rotation. There's a lot of guys that are running out of team control. This was supposed to be one of the years, and you were going to get Fernando Tatis back. And now he's just out. And just as a fan of the game of baseball, it's really disappointing. This guy at the beginning of last year signs that mega deal and becomes one of the faces of this sport. And now he's out again. He had the biking accident that made him out for the majority of this year. And then he's on the way back, and now he tests positive for a performance-enhancing drug. The GM, AJ Preller, said, I think what we need to get to is a point in time where we trust. Over the course of the last 6 or 7 months, I think that's been something that we haven't really been able to have. Not a lot of trust with Fernando Tatis going on there in San Diego. But that was the biggest piece of news we've seen in a while. Fernando Tatis, one of the best players in the game of baseball, has been suspended for 80 games. Thanks for watching. If you love Flippin Bats, swinging 3-0, or just talking ball, join us. Call us at 213-537-9339 with your questions. We have a weekly guest, and we have a lot of fun, so hit that subscribe button.